8th grade.
Oh, yeah, he was like a grown man in high school. Yeah, I was one of those two. I saw a video of him in high school. I was like, man, this kid's 14?
Yep.
He's like, he drove to the game.
There is the 6'7" Giddy knocking down a game-tying 3.
I mean, he's probably gotten filled out a little bit, but he's not as, he'd be a 7 feet tall.
Duran was 6'5" in 7th grade. Through 3 inches going into 8th grade. There's the 6 foot.
Well, if you want to be an elite team in this game, you've got to defend, and you want to get places. Your star players have to commit to the defensive end. The dancing bear. Offensive on the move, not just being a three-point shooter.
Thompson right into Buzelis that time for the deuce. Here's Okoro, tough drive against Robinson. Cunningham finds Harris, lobs it up there for Thompson, and Smith comes over to reject it. Another save by Yabusele, but this time it goes to Tobias Harris. And Detroit takes the lead.
Good effort that time. Blocked the dunk.
Well, there's the double bigs. Smith and Yabusele, nice plays. Giddy, another 3.
Giddy up, bang, bang, bang.
He's 3 for 3 to start the night. 9 points for still only 24 years of age. Dumps it down for Duran, and that's one of the best
nice pass.
Pick and roll combos that the league showcases right now.
The playmaking ability tonight. Put the ball on the floor, creating.
Nice spin by Jalen Duran, but he left the shot short. Thompson touch pass. Holland into Richards and 1. Good recovery by Detroit. They're one of the best. Has to reset it out there for Cunningham. Simons knocked it free momentarily. Cunningham to a cutting Levert. Oh, what a pass off by Reed, the former DePaul Blue Demon, who's.
Look how they get back and load up defensively.
Jones trying to use the leverage. Richards has it denied by Thompson. And a slew of Pistons in the paint. Off to Cunningham.
Ooh.
Timeout, Billy Donovan.
And a chance to go further.
Reed over Patrick Williams. Rebound to Richards and stripped from behind by Thompson, who throws to Holland and dunks it down.
See, they don't stop playing. They keep a lot of calls because there's another steal. You cannot try to split the double team.
Reed in.
Yeah.
And it's
Bulls took it away.
Williams, nice feed off to Smith.
Good playmaking from Patrick Williams.
Well, good things have seemingly happened.
Well, that's what you want to see out of it. If you're a coaching staff, you're constantly telling him, be in attack. Don't be passive.
He tries to contest Cunningham, who hits another one, his 3rd 3. Cunningham to Duran. He had the smaller Dillon bottom there, and Cunningham found the right matchup. Yeah, Cunningham, this is one of the smaller Detroit lineups, but Reed gets in front of Richards to knock it free. Another turnover. Reed with the handles, and he floats it in.
Reed showing you some handles.
Well, he's been good for this group. Buzelis, nice, strong drive to the cup.
That's what I want to see more of. Get out and attack the wing.
Just the 3rd 2-point basket for the Bulls. Richards came over to help. Reed was left open, and he recovers for another 2. He had a big game against...
Especially during the playoffs when they need somebody to make some shots. They'll probably start playing him in the next week or so just to get him some rhythm going into a playoff series.
Here's Harris, knocks it down. Casey, you talked to Kevin earlier today.
Yeah, that actually, exactly.
Got traded for Jaden Ivey, who again, Casey told you earlier today he's going to be reevaluated. That's off target. There's Javonte Green.
There's 5 of them.
You saw him coming in. No first year in Detroit. Oh, Richards, another block.
There's that 5 blocks in a quarter. 6, make that 6.
Here's Giddy taking up slack. Lob for Richards. Did it at both ends. What's become a lower scoring half. Levert misfires. Duran banging away at the offensive glass. Hooks it up. That won't go. Tapped alive by Duran. What effort?
I'll tell you what. That's why he's an all-star. That was kind of like a dinner for me. He got up there and tipped that ball. Quick jumps.
Would have made Moses Malone proud.
Oh yeah.
Here's Giddy. Pull up over Jacobs.
Oh, he's too small.
Josh Giddey's 4 for 4 from the feature. Short. Giddy fighting for it. It's loose to Josh. He sees the clock. Lets it go.
Oh, Giddy up. Trying to come away with a win.
And there's a deflection by Asar Thompson. Cunningham to Thompson, and a perfect fast break again off the turnover.
I tell you what, their fast break is really, really good. They get the ball to the middle of the floor, and they run wide.
Here's Okoro, double comes, finds Smith for a 3. Another one.
Oh, bang, bang, bang.
That's his 3rd of the night. He's got... Buzelis sticking with Robinson. Yabusele has Harris. Same 10 that started the game, start the second half. There's the veteran who goes banging off the iron into the hands of Cade Cunningham, who leaves it for Harris, and another triple.
Oh, that's a nice play.
And just like that, Billy Donovan calls a timeout. And just like that, the Pistons. Buzelis to Giddy, back to Modis. Into the corner for Okoro, a three. Yabusele comes flying in, tips it to Okoro for another try.
Good effort by Yabusele to keep that ball alive.
Detroit just 5 of 15 from three-point range, but they've got the 7-point lead. And here's Cunningham against Giddy. Tough. Cade Cunningham. Giddy played solid defense there too.
Well, Buzelis got to take Duncan Robinson into the post and just work him out.
Giddy takes up slack, drives into traffic and banks it home.
Good drive by Jackson.
8-point game. Here comes Cunningham, who's starting to get a little bit more aggressive now. Yabusele clears it to Josh Giddy. Chased by Robinson. He'll take it in. Lead is 15, tying the largest for Detroit, and Duren extends it to 17.
Duren showing you something.
Oh, what a play by Thompson. He steals and finds Holland.
Wow.
Bulls a little lackadaisical to say the least. Let's see if Richards gets a little physical on this possession. Here comes Cunningham. Off to Duren. Into Richards, and Duren a little more salt on that.
Who's going to make a stand?
Read the screen. Levert the drive. And one off the glass.
You playing against Detroit, they're on TV a lot. You know, these teams, you got to study some of these teams, man. You can't just wait for practice and for the coaches to put out a tape. You got to show some initiative. Sit at home with like the 8th or 9th man in the rotation.
He started almost like 40% of the games he's played in his career. Reed flips it and gets the friendly roll. There's another guy, Paul Reed. He doesn't. Jones, pass Green, tough banker, he got it to go.
I'll tell you what, I've
Finished 5th. Giddy has it blocked right on cue by potential MVP in Cunningham. Here is Sexton, that's a 3.
There you go.
And Cade Cunningham, Cade as the man just yet. He needs to see a little more, so Roberson told Cunningham when he was interviewing him this story, and Cade's response, I respect it. Because he knows he's not quite there yet, but he's working his way up. And his Pistons, Harris, Duren, Cunningham, Holland, and Levert for the Pistons. Here's Smith, good patience, and he takes the contact from Duren and one.
I'll tell you what,
Like 2 o'clock, 2:30. And as you and I have discussed in years past, Toronto is a great city to enjoy on Saturday night. There's Giddy with a 3. So oftentimes, players...
Yeah, they were looking for him. Like, where'd he go? He says another word, and then he took his goggles off. Smart move.
Jimmy Olsen's like, I've never seen these guys in the same spot, but I can't put my finger on it. There's Duncan Robinson. Reed flies in. Nice job by Buzelis. Another block for Modis tonight. He and Smith have had a nice night.
I would keep Modis out there, let him continue to play.
Step over 3. Buzelis, that's good.
You think about if the Bulls would get lucky in this draft.
Jones finds Giddy leaking out. He lays it in, and he draws a late whistle on Jenkins.
That was and 1.
So at least a little...
See, right now they should just foul so he can get Dillingham in the game. Minutes are just going away for him. He's not getting any opportunity. Just foul. Just call a timeout or something. There it is.
Yeah, now Billy Donovan will get a timeout with 2:39 left. You'll finally get some... There's Dillingham looking for Richards. Yabusele steps over. And it's
the dancing bear. He's like, hey, you know what?
with James Harden in the lineup.
Well, I told you.
Jenkins flips it. Reed follows it and flushes it and draws a foul.
I mean, I watch a lot of basketball, and when you get...
Well, the Pistons are going to win their 5th straight game, their 18th win in the last 23 games. They maintain their foothold at the very top of the NBA as they move to 42-13 on the